Hello there guys, Francis Gray, and today I've got a new statue built to show you all. Fans of the franchise will recognise this as Altair from the hit Ubisoft franchise Assassin's Creed. Basically this is dedicated to the first game, which is obviously Altair, which is that little guy there. And basically I built this tower to basically go with my Assassin's Creed collection. Many of them are custom made. Here's some of the collection here. I'll do a proper video on the collection some point soon. But basically, getting back to this, this was an ambitious build. It measures 31 inches tall, so that's pretty big. By 17 inches wide. Now the 17 inches is from the beginning of this leap of faith going all the way back to that gargoyle back there. So yeah, here's a quick video of a quick 360. So getting back to the actual build itself, these two towers started out life from a company called Schleck, which is a German manufacturer who basically creates highly detailed toys for children. Mainly they do knights, they also do animals, and they also do like the occasional like monster or dragon, etc. Excuse me. But yeah, they're basically the same company made these really highly detailed, really sturdy, thick plastic castles. And I bought one for my son because he was into knights at the time. And and basically I kind of, as soon as I saw the towers, I was like, that would make a good Assassin's Creed custom. So, luckily I managed to find someone on eBay selling a pre-owned castle. So I kept the two towers and all the other accessories like the drawbridge and the walls. I give them to my son to go with his already existing castle. And then basically I decided to create one long tower from the two separate towers. So what I decided to do was, because each tower basically had a window there, a window on the back, and then two blank sides which look like that. Now me myself, I wanted all the windows to be on the same floor. So basically I took these two towers apart, and then basically those two apart as well. Took all the walls, all the window walls from that one and added them to that one, and then all the blank walls from that one to that one. Now the main reason why I decided I wanted all the windows on this floor and not that floor was basically just to get across scale, which basically makes it look, if it was all the same it would just be a bit meh. So I decided to keep everything on the same floor, so if this pattern was repeated again, then the one with the window would be the next floor down. So it just gets across like size wise. So yeah, so the only problem was this top here has a ledge that comes out here. Now this part came off really simple on the second tower, but I was left with this stuck out ridge here. Now I could have grinded it off, sanded it down, but the problem was there would have been a huge seam line, and it would have also been a bit weaker where the two join. Now I decided, instead of getting rid of it, I decided to use it because I thought a midway ledge would be a good opportunity to add loads of detail. So what I decided was basically I nut and bolted these in place. So there's a nut and bolt inside here, on the side there, one on the back, and then one on that side there. So it's not going anywhere. It's nice and solid. Obviously hot glued as well. These, I decided to add little Easter eggs. So these are little soldier knight gargoyle statues. So obviously they represent Templars and the Templar Order. So there's one on all 4 sides. There's one on the back as well. And then I decided to add overhanging gargoyles. Now I wanted something to represent or like an Easter egg towards the assassins. So I thought an eagle head would work really well. Luckily I managed to find a pre-owned, it was pretty badly damaged mini statue from Palisades on the Predator 2 creature. Which basically came with a little base with 2 of these eagle heads. So basically I cut them off, made a mould from silicone rubber, added some wire into the resin before it's had time to set, and then basically used that wire to like drill and pin it to the wood that's attached to the tower, so it kept it nice and solid. And then once the glue had dried, basically just modelled over it with Aves epoxy modelling colour, so it's nice and solid. So yeah, same again on all 4 sides. So that represents the assassins, or an Easter egg for the assassins. This represents an Easter egg towards the Templar Order, and then all these little extra bits, I basically just added them because anybody that knows the games, basically when you're climbing up these tall buildings, there's always something added on the side of the wall to help you get to the next bit, next ledge. So basically all the way around it, like there's one there as well, and then there's like one up here as well, and another one down there. Basically just gets across that there's one there as well. Basically that Altair climbed this huge tower to get on top of this leap of faith. So right on the top there, it's just a hatch that goes down into the castle with floorboards. Now getting to the leap of faith, basically there was a statue which was called Altair on Bell Tower, and basically I created a Thomas Tacalian, which is that guy there, on a new base. So I had this off-cut cross beam just gonna go to waste. So basically I took that, drilled holes, hot glued it, screwed it to this, and then puttied over with the screws where they're embedded inside, made it all flush. And then these parts here are just various strips of wood, cut to size, got my Dremel and Dremeled the sides off so it's not like a 90-degree flush cut. It looks like it's been eroded and it's all knackered. These parts here and here, these are just lolly sticks, or Americans call them popsicle sticks. And then all these parts here, just string, wrapped down in place, super glued in place, and then painted over to mimic rope. These front parts here, they were basically from like a jewellery box kind of thing I got in a craft store. Basically just took them off, cut them to shape, and then just drill and pin them to the front there. Obviously hot glued as well, so that's not going anywhere. Now originally when I built this, the figure I was going to use was the crouching down rare Altair statue. Now the problems with that, it did fit quite well, but the main problems was I wanted a leap of faith where he's already crouched down, so it looked like he was doing more of a view sync rather than a leap of faith. And 2, even though he did fit on there, if you imagined if he stood up, he would be about up to here, which is not right scale wise, because that would have made this tower look really small. So basically I decided to abandon that idea, and luckily at the time there was an English company that were making collectible Assassin's Creed little figures with a subscription monthly magazine. So the first issue was this guy, which was the cheapest I believe. I think it was only like £3. So yeah, so basically I picked one of those up, carefully cut Altair off the round base it was attached to, carefully drilled up, added some metal pins, and then drilled matching holes into the leap of faith. glued in place, and yeah, and then it just left to dry. So yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with how this turned out. And oh yeah, that was the only other thing. Once I had the dimensions of the square base, I basically just cut a base out of wood. Yeah, so it's a nice one-off custom. Don't think I would go out my way to make another one, but at the same time, it is nice to have something that focuses more on the environment rather than just the assassin himself. A friend of mine keeps saying I should make a little hail bale for the bottom down there, but obviously, you know, it won't be long before somebody stands on it and breaks it, so I decided against that idea. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this quick look at. Please don't forget to click the like button and share on Facebook and Twitter, because it helps new people find my channel, which I'm always appreciative of. Thank you very much. Don't forget to check out my previous builds, especially if you're an Assassin's Creed fan. And don't forget to subscribe for future builds. And thank you very much, and goodbye.